Guru kuring, guru kuring, guru kuring, guru kuring, guru kuring. Guru kuring. Oiman, maleman, malemaman, maleman, maleman, maleman. Gini gak sih? Gue gini terus gue share screen. Anjay. Uish.
Lu mah streaming.
Ya lu mah maunya ngajak. Tuh, ya lu mah ngajak aja.
Gitu.
Apakah dia akan guru masa si Axel pengen ini ngajak si Satria. Tahu dia lagi pergi.
Satria lagi camping
kan
Ego.
Orang makanya dibaca dengan benar dulu Ego, chatnya jangan langsung kan gini.
Ya nggak jelas dia pengen ngajak Satria, dah tahu dia lagi pergi.
Gue chat lagi tapi kan healing, berarti kan menegaskan kalau gue bilang oh iya tapi nggak jadi deh. Bukan berarti gue masih mau ngajak Ego, makanya
Tapi lu pengen
chat dulu
ngajak.
Ego.
Tapi lu pengen
Pengen tapi ya
ngajak.
udah nggak jadi. Ya terus what's the point Ego?
Aduh. Goblok banget ya.
Tapi lu ngajak.
Orang
Lu
kebiasaan.
streaming Gi? Biasa streaming lu Gi?
Itu streaming gue.
Nggak ada di subscription gua.
Lah, nggak tahu dah. YouTube kan
Nah,
lagi
belum streaming anjir. Oh iya, streaming ini orang.
orang.
Darurat membaca nih.
Lah lu illiterate bang.
Illiterate.
Lu
Lah gak usah lah lu lah. Emang Indonesia itu illiterate.
udah. Lah nggak usah perpanjang anjing. Kayak bocah aja lama-lama perpanjang gitu dong.
Loh. Ini yang satu ini
Aduh.
paling menjauh, yang paling menjauh.
Goblok.
Kenapa ya Gul?
Ya lucu
Aku lucu, ih maman. What the hell?
Mampus rekam di jejak digital.
Jejak digital.
Ya elah, bisa di-cut gini.
Gue rekam masalahnya.
Waduh. Waduh. Mana lama banget. Setel lagu apa di stream lu anjir? Sepi.
Nih ya, oh bentar. Nih gue tahu nih lagu ini. Tambahin. Goblin salah. Nah. Sambil menunggu.
Ini kayak Lofi anjir.
Emang Lofi?
Yeah.
Enggak, bukan Lofi. Lagu chill background music for streaming 2023
Background musik.
royalty free.
Keren banget.
Emang incarannya tuh harus royalty free buset dah. 6 menit lagi, awas aja tiba-tiba hilang kemarin.
Kemarin gempa anjir. Beda.
Tuh, anjir gue udah siap-siap banget, udah gue siapin streamnya.
Ada
Gua
aja.
Gue buka YouTube, hilang anjir.
Coba lagi baca nih live chat. Berarti videonya hilang anjir.
Siapa yang cita-citanya jadi cosplayer?
Excel.
Lu.
Biasanya itu di mana mereka? Di Banten ya?
Siapa Banten?
Satria katanya di Banten tadi. Gue kan join live Instagramnya dia.
Ah udah. Gue liat SW-nya, biasanya time lapse. Gak ada.
Time lapse ini ya bikin tenda. Buset dah.
Iya. Time lapse bikin tenda.
Untung mereka bukan di hutan beneran. Kalau di hutan beneran ada jejak-jejak tuh biasanya.
Kali.
Itu glamping ya? Apa sih sebutannya? Yang glamorous camping gitu.
Oh,
Camping beda lagi bukannya? Itu mah camping biasa nggak sih?
Ya kan tempatnya nggak sembarang tempat. Kalau camping mah sembarang
tahu
tempat.
sih.
Coy.
Nggak tahu sih, gue nggak tahu.
Enak tau camping. Touch grass dulu Sel, makanya Sel, lu berarti butuh camping sekali-sekali.
Nggak usah sosok ngasih tahu orang, berkaca dulu sama diri lu sendiri ya go.
Ih, gua mah udah dari kelas SD, dari saat SD 1 sampai 6.
Apakah gue bertanya masalahnya? Apa gue bertanya pengalaman lu?
Ya itu tadi lu tanya. Buset dah, psikolog gimana sih? Gue dikirim ini nih. Nih,
Bantu.
gimana sih? Gue lupa. Hilang bentar ya. Sini ya. Oh ya nih. Anjay. Mana sih mau lo? Anjay.
Apaan sih? Oh IG.
Instagram.
Gue udah tahu gue lagi pakai PC.
Lah, instagram.com. Itu apa? Mana sih Liul?
Andi. Apa nih?
Nadi. Di server sebelah Nadi aja namanya, enggak tahu.
Tapi lo ASCII baru buat maghrib. Lu
Ya,
female innov deh.
itu tuh gue dikasih temen gue itu. Tonton sampai akhir
Mirip Excel aja.
Ya. Dan dia.
Ya.
Mau lihat gak Sel?
Apaan?
kirim aja dah ul, kirim ke dia.
Lu female enough.
agak lain dikit. Lu female enough.
Tai.
Misal gue kirim terus. Ekto.
Waduh.
Apa sih chatnya? Gue nggak bisa baca aja. Kafka. Please my beloved. Imaginary siapa aja sih? Unit. Well, bocah.
Ya itu.
Sama itu Yukong.
Yukong. Baru 3.
Yang kata event yang waktu itu lu share itu belum ada ya Ul? Yang udah rame, yang bisa rame-rame itu.
Ada, kayaknya dia masih ngurusin server dah.
Berarti
Bukan yang buat
ini
3.1.2. Itu cuma tease doang gitu. Cuma dikasih lihat nih bakalan. Waiting for honkai star rail. Ayo man.
Semenit lagi coy katanya. Apakah real? Real coy. Wih, mulai kah? Wah belum coy.
Udah
Wait,
cuy.
udah coy, udah coy.
Nih,
Discord aja kita nontonnya. Masih loading kereta. Sangat malas mendengar lagu ini.
Bakal copyright gak sih? Enggak kan?
Agak lah, lu gila ya lu copyright ginian. Setahu gua backsound game tuh gak ada yang copyright kan?
Persona bukan waktu itu lu bilang copyright ya?
Agak Persona.
Backsound copyright.
Gua kan setiap nge-streamnya itu gua pakai lagu Persona anjir.
Ya mungkin bener copyright, tapi karena kita belum di monetis jadi belum kena ya.
Agak nih, kalau copyright tuh misalnya lagu apa sih namanya? Persona tuh yang terkenal.
Nevermore.
Ya iyalah, jangan Persona 4. Ada nih Nevermore. Nah di bawahnya tuh deskripsinya biasanya ada tuh copyright Nah ini nggak ada.
Anjir, jangan pakai lagu ini dong.
Lihat di deskripsinya paling bawah.
Aku
Misalnya
tidak
kayak lagu apa ya?
suka. Neng.
Ya lagunya ini juga nih.
Neng.
Nah, semuanya ada. Lama amat anjir.
Kayaknya.
Udah kayak
Masih
stuck
kayak
loading.
Stuck loading aja.
Ya sembari nunggu gue mengerjakan tugas kode etik dulu.
Buset. Masih kuliah bang.
Buset dah.
Buset
TW
bang.
ini alma mater dah.
Buset.
Iya
tapi-
gali.
Tapi emang serius kalau misalnya buat kayak ngajar matkul yang ketinggalan atau nilainya kurang gitu nggak bisa dibarengin gitu, kayak kudu nyari semester antara gitu.
Kayaknya
Kalau di kampus
kayak semester antara ya deh. Soalnya lu bakal keteteran anjir. Kalau misalnya dimasukin di pas semester itunya.
tapi berapa lama ya gue itu semester antara?
Antara ya libur pas liburan.
Di
Gali.
Kok nggak tahu sih kan kalau di gua nih mana ya. Aneh ya kemarin tuh dia ngomong.
Siap-siap
Kayak dia
aja
bilang
sih kalau kata gue.
yang mau ikut semester antara bisa dari tanggal berapa sampai berapa gitu.
Gue sih siap-siap
Anjing.
aja sih Sel.
Grup apa ya?
Kalau udah lu urusin laptop lu
ini.
aja.
Ih apaan Lapcom udah selesai juga. Foto itu Sel.
Yeah.
Kayaknya nih gue bisa nonton gara-gara tadi udah selesai.
Ya sibuk-sibuk amat orang.
Pusing ul. Dari kemarin coding dulu masalahnya.
Ngoding aja.
Yo. Adalah benar.
Paling malas gue tuh ngoding aja.
Mana nih cuma loading kereta keramat doang.
Anjir.
Tanya. Keluarin. Apakah live-nya sama?
Gue nungguin redeem code-nya ini.
Lah redeem code mah nyarinya di Discord. Discord mana? Arel. Biasanya langsung ada yang nge-share aja.
Tahu ntar nih 1.2 plot twist udah pakai double banner.
Enggak lah anjir. Cuma dari Ransel, sabar Sol, paling tahun depan.
Karakter baru berapa anjir udah double banner.
Aduh. Aduh.
Lihat.
Babil.
Lihat Genshin. Lihat Genshin.
Iya itu
Berapa
Genshin double
karakter
banner
baru
kan?
double banner anjir.
Nggak tahu gue kalau Genshin gue nggak tahu anjir, gue ngikutin dari awal.
Pas benar siapa waktu itu double banner?
Tawa coy.
Coy.
Tawa coy.
I always knew you were a dark
Gaya
horse, Mr.
dia.
Hill.
Speak for yourself. Albert, if I had met you a few years ago, my creative career would have taken a more interesting turn.
Ini nggak ada bahasa Jepang lah.
You know, I heard you had something new in the works. What's it about? Let me guess. The Adventures of the Nameless.
Well, it's early concept at the moment. The Express crew has given me a lot of food for thought. But still, when it comes to key plot points, I'm in need of some inspiration.
Ada subtitle.
Ooh,
Ada, Cok.
inspiration.
Tidak ada.
How about
Apa dia?
How about this?
We give you some ideas. After all, when it comes to scripts, we're seasoned professionals.
Security!
Wah.
Security! Security!
Bacot aja.
Sebetulnya pengen gacha
Rules of this
kakak ya,
game are
tapi
like reality.
ntar dulu
We
deh.
all think we
Apa
have
ntar?
infinite
Kayaknya kedua.
possibilities. But when you really analyze
Ya,
it,
tapi
the
itu
Tarsel,
lebih
pas rerun.
question and
Ya.
answer is
Ya.
constrained by previous
Atau ntar
choices.
jalannya bareng sama SWL.
Relax.
Gacha kayaknya anjir.
Oh tekniknya gitu deh. Kayaknya.
Buat tim 2 anjir, sumpah tim 2.
Ada efek dominate.
Bye.
Ada ini nggak? Ada efek dominatingnya nggak? Kalau ada gue ambil langsung.
Kagak ada lah.
Nggak ada, anjir ini mah terlalu OP ya kalau begitu.
Ini coy.
You think another name
Om pedang.
blot out the sin of your past? Fail. Defend you.
Release your full potential.
You carry is the key
Dan enjoy.
Questnya lanjut dah. Ini questnya lanjut.
Nabi Musa anjir.
Enjoy.
Nabi Musa coy nggak boleh. Nggak boleh
Bawa
lari.
air kan?
Baju buat
Bawa air kayak ini. Gue di tengah air anjir. Anjir keren juga.
Ngelek dikit.
Paling gitu.
Itu ada.
Karma of past lives.
Anjir keren amat
The
itu.
world is the present.
Wih, keren coy visualnya. Jinjuan coy. Ya gue kayak ini lagi.
Baru nih, bos baru nih.
Nah itu gue ke-spill anjir sama bos itu. Keren banget coy anjir. Lu disentil.
Gue nggak lihat, gue cuma lihat
kode sabar.
Wait, it's masuk
Screenshot
webnya
dulu.
dulu nggak sih? Kode Parel code.
Apa? 7B.
Gue Discord aja lah biar ada yang kopi anjir, gue liat ada yang kopi nggak ya?
7G. B. Z.
Stereo.
T. B. No, anjay. Di itu coy,
Ada dong,
di
ada
apa?
dong.
Di chat gua coy.
Oh di chat coy. Oh iya ya. Mantap bener. Kita lihat username gue ini udah. Alah puzzle dulu anjir buat login.
12.00 anjir.
Kita lihat server Asia. Alhamdulillah.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good
Katanya
afternoon,
maksudnya masuk
and good
SU
evening.
anjir.
I'm your buddy Albert,
Bener nggak tuh?
and welcome to the
Masuk
version
kah?
1.2
Jadi
Gua nggak tahu sih, gua
Immortality
ngeliat
Ends
bocorannya
special
nggak nyampe situ.
program. Today,
tahu
we
katanya
have
sih
3
dengar
special
masuk
guests in the
podcast.
hot
Gua
seats.
nggak tahu dah.
Introducing
Hey guys, I'm Cheryl Texera, and I voice Kafka.
Hey there, I'm Damon Mills, and I voice Blade.
Hi, folks. My name is Corey Landis, and I
Come on.
voice Welt.
guys, it's great to have you with us. Man, that trailer was
Weh,
so rolling.
kan Welt ada di situ ya? Berarti gratis Welt.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Well, me already. Okay.
Lu punya kartu tuh, Wel.
It looked like various factions were getting ready for battle.
Kalau
I
bener gue
think
ketawa sih kalau kayak begitu sih.
we're one move away from a serious showdown here.
Agreed. It was cool to see some
Kenapa
new
sih ketawa?
environments
Soal gua sih
and enemies
bersyukur ya.
too. I better get
Biar
my
ada
team in
komedi
order.
dikit.
You're gonna need to, my friend. In version 1.2, the Xianzhou Lao Fu will face a setback that
New
threatens the
chapter
fate of the
lanjut ya.
whole alliance. The
Lanjut, coy,
Trailblazer will need to
story-nya.
pass through various delves and arrive at the location of the
Lanjut story
sealed
kah?
Brugal Arbor,
Tulisannya tuh
where a decisive battle
Trailblaze
with
Mission
the
New
one
Chapter.
responsible for the Stellaron disaster awaits.
Not to
Lanjut
mention,
nih.
Don Hung finally gets reunited with the Astral Express crew.
Don Hung's journey has been longer than most could imagine.
Care to elaborate, Damon?
I didn't say anything.
Ah, come on, guys. You're trying to get me fired here. Editors, you can cut that bit out.
Gua cringe dah sama ini.
Right.
Apa?
The story left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time.
Yeah, sure did. I mean, why did Jing Yuan deploy those forces? Who is he trying to catch?
And what about the Stellaron hunters? Where did they go after escaping?
Well, who says they went anywhere?
Cut that out too. I'm sure all these questions will be answered in the upcoming story. Now, aside from Trailblaze mission updates, version 1.2 will see new characters coming to the warp. First on the scene, Blade.
Wih, ini liatin.
Blade OP katanya. Sambil tester.
Om pedang.
Keren cuy. Bersedia no. Sret. Ah?
I have a question for Damon. If, say, there were
Gua sih lebih
5
nunggu
people,
Jing sih kalau
would
Destruction.
I be one of them?
I don't know.
I'm member of
Yeah,
the
me neither.
Stellar Hunter.
Ya.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about anything. Okay?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not one of the 5 people, but here is a fact for you. Whenever Blade gets scary, it's the Mara flaring up.
Isn't he always scary?
He usually does what I tell him.
I should probably unpack that a little. Blade relies on Kafka's spirit whisper to suppress the Mara inside him.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know, most of the time, Bladey's a nice, quiet boy.
Totally. He's not a strong communicator, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure half my recording sessions have focused on 2 sounds. Number 1, Number 2,
I can believe that.
Infraction dia.
Strange that a lone wolf like him would want to team up with the Stellaron hunters. Unless Kafka's spirit whispered him into it.
Kafka was more of a go-between. The real reason Blade joined was because Elio promised him the outcome he desired.
Outcome? Meaning vengeance? Look, a certain someone on the Express has been having nightmares about this guy.
Not just vengeance, a funeral.
I feel him.
His own, to be precise. Through unexpected circumstances, Blade became immortal. His body recovers from the worst of sicknesses and the gravest of injuries, even from death itself. Those
Iya, ntar
bandages
coba
aren't
kalau
for
misalnya
show.
dia mati,
For Blade,
gua pukul dia terus dia mati,
immortality isn't
awas
a
ya,
blessing.
gua su
It's
nih.
a curse that
Tadi
follows him
immortal.
wherever he goes.
Yikes! And I thought I had a
Lucu
problem.
banget streamer.
Well, let's leave
Yang ngelawak.
something to the imagination here. I'm sure our trailblazers will find out more about Blade's backstory as things unfold. For now, let's take a look at what he's capable of on the battlefield. Blade is a wind-type character, following the path of destruction. By consuming his own HP, he's able to deal greater damage to enemies. And I guess that's the risk you take when
Berarti
you're
butuh banyak healer anjir bener.
Blade's skill consumes a set amount of his own HP and initiates Hellscape. While Hellscape is active, Blade deals greater damage, and his basic attack is enhanced from Shard Sword to Forest of Swords. While Shard Sword is a single target attack, Forest of Swords deals damage to multiple enemies.
I got a question. Can Blade still use his skill if his HP isn't enough to cover the set amount?
In that situation, when Blade uses his skill, his HP
Kenapa?
decreases to 1.
Ooh, that sounds a little
Tahu, belum
dicey.
dijawab.
A bit. Well, there's a silver lining. When Blade's HP decreases, his talent is triggered, granting him a charge. When charges are fully stacked, Blade unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies and recovers a set amount of HP. When Blade unleashes his ultimate, his HP is set to 50% of his max HP, and he deals massive damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
HP for damage, huh? Interesting. No wonder he's so indifferent to being healed.
And the more HP Blade loses, the more damage his ultimate deals.
Yeah, it does. Blade's technique, Karma Wind, also consumes his HP and deals wind damage to all enemies after entering battle.
When it comes to taking damage, Blade should be more afraid of himself than his enemies.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Ooh. New ultimate line, anyone?
We can't let Blade steal the show.
Healer.
It's time to talk about another Stellaron hunter. His
Kaum
partner in
kau punya suara
crime,
Kafka healer.
Kafka.
Lah lu
Woi,
selalu
kau
healer
nih,
waktu
kau
itu.
nih coy.
Lalu
Siapa yang mau gacha Kafka?
Momi.
Aku.
Kafka's a familiar face at this point in the story. She was the first person the Trailblazer set eyes on, and meaning Kafka must have been there for the Trailblazer's first words, the first step. No wonder so many players are calling her.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna get past the editors there, Albert. Look, what I am interested in is this. Since Kafka appeared on Herta Space Station, she's managed to implant the Trailblazer with the Stellaron, hijack the Express's signals, and draw the crew onto the Cienjo La Fu. It almost feels like she has the Trailblazer's destiny in the palm of her hand.
It's like Kafka said, when it comes to scripts, the Stellaron hunters are seasoned professionals.
Well, that might be the case, but that's not to say the Trailblazers' choices aren't important. What's a script without a director?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I've got another question. Why did Kafka join the Stellaron Hunters?
Ooh. So, Kafka was born on Terriez 5, a planet that knows no fear. And literally, Kafka is unable to feel the emotion of fear, and therefore cannot comprehend the
Nggak bisa
value of
takut, so.
life. When Elio promised to bring about a change for her,
takut,
she
tidur
signed up
malam.
without a second thought.
Nggak boleh
Now,
takut,
for
so.
someone who can't feel fear, she's pretty great at making others feel it.
This scares you more than it scares me.
You want me to use my spirit whisper on him, Albert?
Yes. No. I mean, let's move on to Kafka's combat, shall we?
Oh, Yes, I thought you'd never ask. So Kafka is a lightning type character following the path of nihility, and she can deal additional damage over time to enemies. Her skill deals lightning damage to multiple targets. If an enemy is afflicted with DOT, they receive an additional bout of DOT damage.
That is to say, if an enemy is already afflicted with DOT, they receive additional damage both during their turn and after Kafka's attack.
That's right. Not to
Berarti-
mention, additional damage doesn't replace
Full-
existing
full
DOT.
nihility,
I mean, did you think
full
Kafka was going to
DOT
take
bagus,
it easy on him?
Iya,
Come on.
sama sampo berarti.
Separately, after an
Benar,
ally
apalagi
uses a
anjir.
basic attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. Kafka's ultimate, on
anjir.
the other hand, deals lightning
Ada
damage
follow-up
to
nih.
all enemies with a chance of shocking targets and immediately dealing additional damage
Anjir.
to those already shocked. Kafka's technique can attack all enemies within a set range and deals lightning damage to all enemies after entering battle.
How
Habis itu
elegant.
juga anjir.
Well, she likes elegant things, and there's a certain elegance to combat.
Kafka's abilities are kind of terrifying. Her
Lah,
enemies
hilang, Gi.
are like flies trapped in a web, slowly taking damage until.
Boom.
Ooh, hey, that was pretty good.
Yeah. From HP sacrificing maniacs and emotionless sociopaths to the coolest kid on the block. It's time to introduce our next character.
What? Hey, that is a little harsh. Also, since when did Welt become the coolest kid on the block?
Think again. I'm talking about the born and bred Bellabog hero, Luca.
Oh, come on.
Ini juga nih. Anjay. Ingetin gue mah Fai anjir.
So that's the guy on the light cone.
He looks a little different on the light cone.
Luca is an underworld fighter that goes by the moniker Luca Strongarm. He's a member of Wildfire and apprentice to Oleg.
Wait, doesn't the underworld have a fight club? I guess that must be where Luca spends his time.
Oh, you better believe it. In fact, he's the Fight Club champion, and not only that, he's also a reliable operations consultant for the moles.
So he's with the moles, huh? Does Luca know he's a member?
Probably. The kids of the underworld look up to Luca in a big way. And the reason he fights is to set a good example of dedication and discipline. And speaking of fighting, let's take a look at him in action.
Luca is a physical type character following the path of nihility. After multiple attacks, he's able to launch an enhanced basic attack. His skill deals physical damage to a single target and has a chance of inflicting bleed.
And during battle, Luca can obtain Fighting Will through a variety of attacks. When Fighting Will reaches a certain number of stacks, Luca's basic attack is enhanced.
His enhanced basic attack deals 4 hits of damage, with the final hit dealing additional damage to enemies currently inflicted with bleed.
Kids today, no respect.
When Luca unleashes his ultimate, in addition to dealing damage, he also obtains Fighting Will, and there's a chance of increasing the target's damage received for a set number of turns.
Woo! And when your opponent's fist is the same size as your head, it's time to throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, it's the power of those punches that scares me. I'm sure having a robotic arm is also a big help, but I think Luca's strength lies in his love of the sport. Oh, and I almost forgot. When using his technique during exploration, Luca obtains Fighting Will after entering battle.
Jeez! Does this guy ever take a break? Well, it was great to start off the program with a character deep dive. Next
kelar.
up, it looks like we've got 2 brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.2. Let's start with a Path of Destruction light cone, the unreachable side.
Oh, Okay, question. The paradise blade mentions in his ultimate line, is that where he's standing right there?
I don't know what paradise means to you, Corey, but a barren sword-filled wasteland isn't my idea of a vacation.
Speak for yourself. Here's a fun fact. Each of those swords had an owner, and Blade was the last one to see them alive.
Oh, whoa! So he killed them for their swords. Only a brutal, calculated, jealous mind could do something like that.
Stop! The maniac and sociopath segment is over. Moving swiftly onto a 5-star path of nihility light cone. Patience is all you need. Here we see our resident sociopath again.
Okay, well, looks like Kafka's waiting for the main course to arrive there, huh?
What do you think's on the menu?
You want to guess?
What are you looking at me for? Come on, nobody eats out, right? During the first phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, a lost soul, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Blade. During the same phase, in the light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will be boosted. And during the second phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Nessun Dorma, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Kafka and 4-star character Luca. And during the same phase in the light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, Patience is all you need, will be boosted. And that's a wrap on banners. I need to lie down. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers.
Wah, ini kode nih. Real.
Welcome back, everyone! As mentioned at the start of the show in version 1.2, before the Trailblazers' decisive boss battle, they will need to pass through various delves. No surprise then that 1.2 would unlock 2 new areas, the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Ya, ini
Now,
map
the
coy.
Alchemy Commission. Is that where the Xianzhou makes
nih
its
kayaknya.
medicines, or...?
You got it! The
Apa
Alchemy
ya?
Commission is one of the 6 commissions of
kemarin,
the
boy.
Lafu. And for no prize whatsoever, can anyone name all 6?
Oh, yeah, let's see. The Alchemy Commission, the Divination Commission.
The Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, the Cloud Knights. Oh, shoot, what was that other one?
Drum roll, please. The Realm Keeping Commission.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
The Alchemy Commission used to focus their efforts on the way of immortality, but these days, it's all about medical research and treating diseases.
Now, the Trailblazer came face to face with some Alchemy Commission folks in Exalting Sanctum, but things seemed a little off.
I don't want to create more work for the editors, but I have a theory that the reason why that...
Adjacent to the Alchemy Commission lies Scale Gorge Waterscape, the realm of the videographer.
He's just ignoring us now.
We've got a lot to get through. Where was I? Oh, along with the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape, come new puzzles.
Seems like Trailblazers will face a lot of new challenges on the
Puzzle
road
baru,
to the Ambrosial Arbor.
puzzle
I can't wait.
Oh, Owlbird, are you making Corey read off the teleprompter?
Keren aja nih mapnya.
Puzzles aren't the only new challenges Trailblazers will be facing in these areas. There are monsters afoot. First up,
Mana nih Evan
a
nih?
creature of
Wih.
indomitable size and destructive power,
Ini monyet.
the malefic ape. And next on the list, an entity rid of the burden
Ya,
of
gila, ini mah
humanity
remodel
that
doang,
has
Bang.
remodeled itself in the way of immortality, the Ascended. And finally,
Yeah,
Mirip apa ya?
Why would the General's
yang tadi.
aides attack a Cloud Knight lieutenant?
Yang di essay gitu.
all will be revealed
Oh
in
iya ya.
version 1.2 story.
Yang di remodel
I
doang.
think we
anjing.
skipped an enemy,
Lawan si
Albert.
itu
You
ya,
mentioned a
Yankee.
boss lurking
Iya.
on the Cienjo Law Fu. Care for a sneak peek?
Oh, how
Mami
could I
Itunya.
forget?
Buh, ini dia nih coy. Siapa yang sange?
Pasti kamu.
Waduh. Iya, jadi sentil ya. Udah berubah elemen.
Hold on your hats, folks. It's Fantilia the Undying, wielder of the power of both the destruction and the abundance. In her first phase, she summons abundance lotuses which restore her HP and reduce the player team's skill points.
Weakening her enemies
Wah,
and
anjir
strengthening
banget.
herself in one fell swoop.
Turunin skill
Yikes.
point.
That's why choosing the right moment to destroy those abundance lotuses is so important.
Bagaimana ini?
Eliminating an abundance lotus recovers 3 skill points.
Well, you know, when you borrow something, you gotta give it back.
Now, in her second phase, Fantilia uses her destruction power to summon destruction lotuses. These lotuses reduce ally max HP and when in bloom, deal damage to a single target.
So, should we just wait for them to
Anda itu
stop
butuh healer.
blooming before we take them out?
No, I doubt the power of the destruction is as simple as that.
Oh, you're not wrong, Cheryl.
Untung
When the
gue
lotuses
lumayan
aren't in
deras.
bloom, their toughness doesn't
Lumayan
receive
lah.
damage. As such, Trailblazers should seize the moment when the flowers are open to break their weakness. And finally, in the third phase, Fantilia goes golden. What terrible trick does she have up her sleeve? I'm afraid Trailblazers are gonna have to wait to find out.
I'm curious, where did
tadi
Fantilia even
sepil.
come from? How come she can use the powers of the abundance and the destruction?
I hate to be that guy again, but all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Is anyone here getting deja vu?
Hey, I can't go spell all the
ini.
beans. When the main story combat draws to a close, Fantilia the Undying will join the Echo of War and drop the advanced trace materials required for Blade, Kafka, and Luca. Regret of Infinite Okama.
And a quick reminder, Trailblazers, Echo of War has a limited number of weekly rewards, so don't forget to plan ahead.
Also, in version 1.2, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Celestial, is arriving, which drops the brand new character Ascension material, Ascendant Debris. This is also the Ascension material required for Blade.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk about version 1.2 events.
Ooh, I've been
even nih,
waiting for this
coy.
segment. Let's start with Tales of the Fantastic.
Dah.
The crisis on the
Tales of the
Cienjo La
Fantastic.
Fu
Apa nih?
has subsided, and the feats of the Nameless can be heard on every street corner. Starskiff Haven storyteller, Mr. Cien, is interested in the Astral Express's tale, eager to work his storytelling magic.
Oh, yeah, the storyteller. I'm familiar with him. I wonder what he'll do with the Trailblazers story. His artistic license and collage editing bring all kinds of tales to life.
That's Mr. Cien, all right. To spruce up the tale, he's given us a set of protagonist models.
Protagonist models? What's that?
I hear it's kind of a magical object invented by one of the scriptwriters at the Immersion Club. It industrializes the scriptwriting process. As long as you follow its guidance, you'll be able to captivate an audience with your storytelling. To unleash the full potential of the protagonist models, the Trailblazer must accompany Mr. Cien into the past and visit historical battle locations. Now, the name might be a little dull, but don't underestimate the protagonist models. Different combinations have different effects. Once the protagonist models have been properly refined, Legend of the Trailblazer can be a runaway hit.
Oh, this sounds like a fun event.
Well, there's more where that came from. The next event is called Underground Treasure Hunt. The underworld appraiser, Bellaway the Miner's Lamp, is making a comeback.
They say that in Belobog's Great Mine, ancient ruins have been discovered where many rare treasures and relics are waiting to be identified. However, according to the senior treasure hunter Axe, there exists a space beneath the ruins where relics of even greater value may be found. The only thing is, the road to the ruin depths is filled with all kinds of danger.
Treasure hunters must steel themselves and explore sealed areas in order to progress deeper into the ruins.
I'm sure these sealed areas are full of hidden treasures, but there's always a catch.
Surprise and danger rolled into one. I'm sure Kafka would get a kick out of this.
Treasure hunters will need endurance, courage, and insight if they want to succeed. It's almost certain that the sealed areas will contain enemies, but supplementary items and keycards to other sealed areas are the secrets to progression.
This is a solo mission, right? It sounds like a tough challenge to take on alone.
Oh, they won't be alone. During exploration, treasure hunters can be sure to run into familiar faces.
Let's hope that we're happy to see them.
So do treasure hunters get any kind of special rewards?
Of course! In the Underground Treasure Hunt event, aside from the usual Stellar Jade, treasure hunters can obtain the themed Where's the Rabbit chat box.
Isn't the rabbit in the chat box?
It's a treasure chest. What I'm trying to say is the theme of the chat box is called Where's the Rabbit?
Okay. So the rabbit's in the treasure chest, right?
In version 1.2, the message and chat box functions will be enabled for the first time. Trailblazers can obtain and swap between chat boxes. And I'm not just talking about the friend chat screen. I'm talking about the game's character interaction chat boxes too.
Oh, I love the rabbit design. It seems like something Clara would like too.
So cute.
Yeah, so cute.
Do you think Svarog could have designed it for her? Maybe?
Interesting thought. Safe to say that chat boxes will continue to get updates. Trailblazers will be able to view and swap between those they already have, as well as view those they've yet to obtain. On to the next event. Where are you, Mystery Trotter?
This really is the version of missing creatures, isn't it?
The good news is, all of them can be found. Regan of Belobog has come across a new scientific research gadget. Homemade sensor number 223. The device is able to detect mysterious coordinates that display abnormal readings.
I recognize that abnormal reading. Isn't that just a trotter?
Oh no, don't tell me that we have to fight it. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but it's cute, right?
If I told you it dropped Stellar Jade, would that change how you feel, maybe?
Yeah, that thing's bacon.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what's tastier than bacon?
What?
Forgotten Hall updates! In version 1.2, the brand new memories of Cienjo, the Voyage of Novice's Trigger, will be arriving.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's not all. After clearing the Forgotten Hall memories of Cienjo Stage 1, Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star character Yukong.
Cool.
In addition to the Forgotten Hall, the simulated universe will also be receiving an update in the form of World 7.
Yeah.
Brand new planar ornaments, Brutal and Broken Keel will be added to the World 7 immersion device. And the ride doesn't stop there either. In version 1.2's Player Fisher event, Trailblazers that successfully challenge the simulated universe can obtain a set amount of double planar ornament rewards. Meanwhile, in the Alchemy Commission's Cavern of Corrosion, Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Cavern Relics, Longibus Disciple, and Messenger Traversing Hackerspace.
Nice.
And finally, in 1.2's Realm of the Strange event, players that successfully challenge the Cavern of Corrosion can obtain a set amount of double Cavern Relic rewards. And I think we're gonna pass out for a while. Over to you guys.
No problem. We got you, buddy. We got you. In version 1.2, the 2 companion missions, Letter from a Strange Woman and For I Have Touched the Sky, will be arriving.
In a Letter from a Strange Woman, the Trailblazer will receive a request from Kafka. As for how the Trailblazer should respond, I only have one thing to say. When you have a chance to make a choice, Make one that you know you won't regret.
All will be revealed in version 1.2 story.
Isn't he supposed to be passed out?
I think someone's playing sound bites. I should say a little something about the other companion mission. In For I Have Touched the Sky, an accident has occurred in Stargazer Navalia. When the Trailblazer investigates, they find a girl in trouble. Who could she be? And what secrets could Yukong be hiding?
Thanks for watching Keeping Up with Star Rail.
Hey, sound guy. A little early on that one.
Before we bring things back to a close here, let's talk about the ever-popular reward events. Version 1.2 will see the return of the Gift of Odyssey check-in event. During the event, as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, doesn't have to be consecutive. They can acquire 10 Star Rail special passes.
Biru crit rate. When the wear current crit rate is equal to or greater than
Can somebody get Corey some
wear
water,
basic
please?
attack and skill damage increase. Waduh, tele gua ganti dong.
Sele, buat sele.
Tele gua ganti coy.
Lumayan nggak pakai planner yang itu yang
Wah iya.
filling station.
Wah tai, berarti efek resisten. Oh, efek resisten buat siapa anjir? Buat tank apa?
Buat itu, buat tank atau healer.
Itu planar baru. Ini relik buat sel yang baru nih ntar. Relik planar baru. Relik barunya Inggris Max AP.
Well, I said it
When the
last
virus-
time, and I'll
no.
say it again. Time flies when you're having fun. Another special program.
Bang,
is
kagak belum
coming to
masukin
an
kode.
end.
Yo
We
bang.
talked about a lot of 1.2 features. You guys, got any favorites?
Gotta be that boss fight for me. When the crew fought the Doomsday Beast and Kokolia,
Dan ini
Welt was
udah
watching
kode
from the
terakhir.
sidelines. This will be the first time we see him on the battlefield.
Ooh.
So watch your back, Fantilia.
I'm excited to see more Blade.
Ya,
Heck, I recorded enough fighting efforts to lay down an
Udah itu
album.
mah
Inggris
We better
Max
get some
AP.
fight scenes, come on. Not to mention, it seems like him and Donhung are
Oh, ini mah buat
finally about to meet. Something
yang
tells
bisa
me
buat
they're not
siapa
gonna
ya?
settle things
Buat
over a
ini
cup
doang
of
aja
tea.
sih bro.
Apaan?
As for
Relic
me,
baru
it is
buat
all
Blade
about Kafka.
Gak masuk
Although
lagi
I
increase
am
speed
curious
when the
about
winner
the
is their
Tales of the
ultimate
Fantastic
on
event, because it
and
sounds like
Elni Ally.
Trailblazers have plenty of room to
It's
get
for oh nih
creative.
Seems like we're
buat
all a
supportnya
little
satu
biased
lagi.
here. But one
Totally.
thing is for sure,
Buat masuknya
1.2 is a
Bocah nggak sih?
version to look forward to.
Bocah kah?
Albert here has done a good job keeping us in check
Tiap kali
today,
dia
and
nge-ultimate,
there's still a lot of mystery out
speed
there
game
for you
kita naik.
Trailblazers to delve into.
You guys were a handful, all right. But hey, we made
Paling
it
gua
out alive.
bully yang ini aja
That's
planar
it for
baru.
Honkai Star Rail version
Iyalah, buat
1.2
itu,
special
buat
program,
sele.
folks.
Anjir gue udah
Thanks again
mantep
to all you
itu.
Trailblazers
Nyari
for tuning
lagi
in.
asu.
See you on the
Iya,
next one.
mampus.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Iya.
Basic attack sama skill damage increase ya. Dia lebih bagus kayaknya. Habis kan nih?
The Interstellar Peace Corporation
Apa
has
yang
just
bagus?
declared
Ya,
the
apa
latest
anjir?
galactic
Berita.
bounty calling for the capture of the Stellaron Hunters.
Jadi
According
ginian
to
nih.
reliable sources,
Kok jadi berita?
Kafka and Blade are expected to appear at
Loh,
the
enggak aja
upcoming
Stellar
Cosmic
sama
Refreshment
Kapir ada
Supply
Cosmic
Center, which
Refreshment.
poses a high risk of
Tai.
destruction. We urge the public to remain
Pakai
vigilant.
ini ya,
We will
pakai
announce the
AI
plans
ya
of the
maksudnya.
outlaws in due time.
Iya, pakai AI ya?
For your
Iya,
assistance in bringing them to justice.
Ais,
Maaf Bang
coy.
Juna, gua nggak bisa ngomong tadi.
Tadi udah gue jawab.
Udah habis.
Udah habis.
Habis
Buset
coy.
dah.
Tadi nih
Ya.
rekapan ada relik baru.
Ada event login lagi.
Simulated Universe War 7.
Gue tinggal
Relik
nonton stream
baru.
gua sendiri lagi.
Planar baru tuh. Buat sele
Planar baru.
bagus kayaknya.
Ya,
Terus-
kasihan dia punya sele.
Lah. Dia pakai
Ya.
ini, dia kan punya Jingyuan tuh. Pakai
Ya
planar
sombong
yang
amat. Sombong amat
Bisa
gua.
sih.
Gua doain lu nggak menang 50-50 sel.
di red on aja.
Tai lu sombong
Ya, gua
amat.
red on, ya.
Iya.
Ya udah
Gua red
besokannya.
on.
Besokannya
Kesukaan ya.
high PT nggak menang.
Jahat banget.
Lah yang terpenting itu kalau Starel
Dia
kan dia
sombong,
banyak
coy.
ininya. Banyak resource buat bisa stellar jetnya dibanding yang game sebelahnya.
Dia
Sama.
sombong, coy.
Loginan ya. Loginan
Gua mau makan dulu.
10 full.
Loginnya masih ada lagi loh yang
Ada
10.
lagi setiap patch kayaknya dah.
Set dah.
Loginan 10 full. Lu lihat stream lu tuh.
Loginan apa? Loginan 7 hari udah kayak anniversary di Genshin anjir.
Iya. Tengamu kayaknya.
Tuh. Nggak masuk akal.
Wah, coba bagus, Cok. Harusnya game gacha semuanya gini anjir. Terus selama main game gacha pasti dapatnya kayak gituan semua anjir.
Makanya Genshin doang. Kelainan
Iya,
dikit.
emang. Oh, Yukong gratis dari Forgotten Hall.
Gue yakin
Langsung
tuh
aku dapet.
Genshin tuh tempat mereka ngetes anjir. Ngetes
Emang.
public creation. Ngetes apa? Reaksi orang. Udah kan?
Reaksi
Udah gue
orang.
akhirin streamnya. Gue gak ada
Udah
lagi.
lah.
Udah.
Lu gak ngomong bangsat.
Lah gue makan dulu tadi. Biasa dipanggil oleh alam.
Kayak event tadi
Udah.
berapa ya? Event 3 apa 4 ya?
Cabut.